Hey everybody, my name is Elite Ferrix,
And I'm Adrian Grady.
and we're here to talk to you today about the Retro Renaissance Video Game Music Contest on Newgrounds.
We're very excited about this contest that has been provided to you by the wonderful Newgrounds and Elite Ferrix. I don't know what this accent is that I'm doing
I
suddenly,
don't know either.
but you're welcome. It's not AI.
So the main idea behind the contest is that lots of us who grew up in the 80s and 90s were used to hearing the kinds of music that you would hear on the NES or on the Super Nintendo or the Sega Genesis.
I'm not the oldest person on the planet, but I have enjoyed a little bit of the Ataris and arcades of the times, and going from that into then my first system being the NES and then Super NES. I kind of and Sega Genesis. I sort of stayed in those realms for quite a while until other consoles became more affordable for me. But I'd get little bits of it going to friends' houses who could afford these other magical consoles of the advanced era. The programming skill it takes to make those was part of the charm. And a lot of the new ideas, things hadn't really been repeated a lot yet. I mean, you still had games that would follow a lot of the same formulas, but so many more new ideas were coming out amidst that, and we've just kind of bounced off from those into some amazing things. A lot of very epic movie-like themes now too, and what's capable with the new programs, added new voices, but also captured those things we loved from the original games that inspired us.
Definitely, yeah. And much in the same vein for me, I mean, my first console was the NES. Very shortly thereafter, we got a Super Nintendo, and then kind of stuck with things from there. Had a Sega Genesis and an N64, and just a lot of that music, I think, it's what made, at least for me, it's what made me want to get into music in the first place.
Yeah,
that's how I taught myself the basics of what notes sound like. I still can't read sheet music to this day, can't play any instruments, don't have the coordination for it, but computer music now for 20 years, and you've been singing since you were a child, and I think that inspiration from video game music is something that a lot of us share who are both gamers and musicians, and that's kind of where the idea of this contest came from, is wanting to give modern musicians the opportunity to kind of embrace that 80s, 90s era kind of raw synthy sound of the video games that we all grew up on.
I really feel like a lot of that music is a character unto itself. So it doesn't just make us feel good because of the nostalgia factor, but it feels like we're revisiting friends. Good memories, bad memories, whatever went with it, whatever you were playing at the time. Video games really gives us that other world we can build in or imagine ourselves in. So yeah, that also inspired me too, growing up with a piano and instruments around and singing, and I just thought, oh, what would I do for my own video game? So I would practice music from the games that I was playing and try to play that, but I would also try to make my own world. Here's my bubble world, or whatever I want to come up with, because of course, between Mario and Mega Man, and on, yeah, it's gonna be in the brain. So it just continues to inspire.
We looked at this contest kind of as an invitation, right? So although we've grown up on music from the NES and the SNES, Sega Genesis, and Atari and other things, this is kind of our invitation for modern musicians or those in our age group to join the retro video game music world and to compose your own. And so the idea behind the contest is we've set up a number of categories that your music could fall into. So all the categories are listed on the contest board, and they'll be included in the description of the video as well. And the idea is that you, the musician, compose an original track or two that fit into one or two of those categories that you then submit to the contest. And then after the judges review your track, there's scores assigned, and the winners of each category get a little cash money that we send either via PayPal or Zelle or something of that nature.
Yeah, you don't have to sit and wait for streaming residuals to hit you that were like 0.0003 of a penny. This will be actual money.
Yeah, not like Spotify. Not like Spotify, but no, not at all.
It's a rough world for musicians, oh my goodness. So we feel you, and we want to celebrate your work and everything you submit, even if you don't think it's great. We think it's amazing just because you're showing us that part of your soul and giving us a character that we can partake in. We personally know that creation process really well, how tough it can be and how exciting and hopeful, and show us what you got. We will listen to every single submission eagerly. It's like playing with toys with friends.
Absolutely. And so make what you love, bring your A game, do the best that you can, and submit those works that you think are going to be the absolute bangers of whatever it is that you create. So many dynamite games and dynamite compositions out there, and we would love to have a blast with you submitting your own music to go along with it.
Yeah.
And ultimately, even if your track is not one that is selected for a cash prize at the end, our goal is that we just get to continue that feeling of nostalgia that, you know, older gamers like us get from remembering the games that we grew up on and giving Newgrounds some more awesome content to keep it alive. And quick shout out, special thank you to Tom Folt for working with me to get the contest going and being so supportive. Even if you feel like you're late to the party, it is not too late to join. You've got until August 16th to submit your tracks there for judging. And then once that deadline hits, there will be 2 weeks for us and any other judges to go through and file scores, and then the winners will be announced 2 weeks later on August 30th. We actually wanted to go out and talk to a local game fan here in the city where I live in Upland, California. And so we're gonna jump over to a shop here in Upland called Retro Teyoh's and go check out some cool old games and hear from him about the stuff that he grew up on as well.
All right, we're here at Retro Teyoh's, and I'm with Teyoh, the star, and we're in the illest game shop and the illest shop in the world.
That's right.
Take us through your passions in the gaming world.
Well, obviously, as a game shop owner, one of my passions is retro video games.
Yeah.
Video games in general, but I'm more of like the retro 90s nostalgic era of video games. For sure.
Do you like the smell of a new Nintendo when those came out? Like, do you remember the smell
I
of
do.
those?
You know what? It's funny how the specific cardboard smell mixed with the plastics and all of that, it's just not, it's unmatched.
It's so good.
Yeah,
I
it's
miss
unmatched.
that. Yeah. There's so many of those in this shop. It is a gold mine, a platinum mine, even if you will. A latinum one for my Star Trek fans. It's just amazing the number of games here. Everything. He's got box stuff. He's got stuff with the old posters. He's got even with the old maps and some of them. And of course, you know, if you just want the raw cartridge, like this rare variant of Metroid. He's got a lot of cool stuff here. Toys and collectibles. It's a candy store.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about. And you're like, yes, yes, yes. It's like that. This is the gaming one you want to be with. So music is one of the biggest things that stick with us when it comes to games. It's not just the visuals itself and how the controllers feel and how the console smells, but the music. And that brings us back to so many points in time. We think about that, we get like memories flooding, and it's so inspiring. And some of that music has even inspired some of our favorite musicians out there. I myself heavily influenced by the games I played.
Sure.
What about you?
I mean, speaking of Sega Genesis, as you mentioned, one of my favorite consoles of all time, and I believe the music producer Yuri Toriyama, he is known as a producer for Streets of Rage. You know, techno 90s, you know, nostalgic sounds that you can't match, you know, nowadays. And I feel like, as you mentioned, with music in general, I mean, I love music, but when you mix it in with video games and good soundtracks, this is it right here.
Streets of Rage was great. What was your favorite part or favorite character?
Shoot, I mean, my favorite parts was when you transition into like the boss, and then it stops the music, and then it transitions into like the boss music. That's like,
here we go.
Yeah, just it's like you can walk out of a wrestling ring with that type of music, you know, like you know, that's your entrance music for sure.
That's so good.
Yeah,
man, I had vibes like that with Eternal Champions too, and Fatal Fury was oh my gosh.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the fighting games, like you mentioned, a lot of the SNK fighting games had great soundtracks. But yeah, Killer Instinct. Oh, come on, you can go wrong with Killer Instinct, right? You know, so yeah, music. I don't know if you ever played Def Jam Fight for New York. Great hip hop, you know,
I know the
tracks, and
well,
the soundtrack's awesome. So yeah, you gotta love it.
So many good ones. Yeah. Is there anything else you want to hype up while I got you?
You know what? Now that we're here, you know, feel free to come on down Upland, California, Inland Empire. We're Retro Teyoh's, illest shop in the world, also known as your favorite game shop's favorite game shop. Don't forget to visit us.
Come on down. Cheers.
Cheers.